Good evening, Reefers. It's Friday.
It is.
Good All evening. Right, Tom, are you well?
I am now.
Tom was complaining in the green room that he's only on drink number 2, but I have just realised he's drinking pints of strong liquor. So anyway, Jamie, welcome to the Reefers Network. How are you?
Yes, Jamie.
Very good, thank you. It's Friday. We're going to have a few drinks and have a good time. What's not to like?
So do you only work Monday to Friday?
Yeah, most of the time. Weekends, sometimes I do some stuff at AAC as well. But yeah, most of the time, Monday to Friday.
You work at AAC?
Yeah.
Not on the fish, no. Don't tell the tax man. There's none of that.
That's a live stream, Jamie. It's a live stream.
It's a voluntary thing. Help out to get a bit of education. It suits me. It suits them, hopefully. So,
yeah. Bit of education.
Something like that.
I have heard incredible things about that shop. I would love to go someday.
Yes,
I was talking to Rob about it earlier, actually, and if I can tie in maybe a visit to Kew Gardens or Wisley or something like that, I would go down. I literally cannot swing it with Bernadette to just go to a fucking fish shop.
You'd love it, Ron, because around Harlow and Nazing, it's just glass houses and nurseries everywhere. So you could well sway that one.
Sorted. I will write that down.
I could say something, but be just wrong. Moving on. Let's not go down that route.
We'll jump into the comments and we'll say hello to everybody that's made the effort to join us. Good evening, Mr. Banana.
Rama.
Hope you're well. Good evening, Mr. Wright. Good to see you as always.
Hi, John.
Terry Tickers, good evening. Emma, good evening. She's from Chicago.
Nice.
I would sing, but I'm not going to. Good evening, Jamie. Hope you're well.
Jamie. Like the badge. Where's mine?
Good evening, Ron. Hope you're well. I'm not even going to attempt.
Oh, I can't.
Good evening, Mr. Parry. The doing it until you run out of breath is insane.
Drippy loves it.
It does.
It does.
I think
it's
Peter loves it. It is Drippy's thing. Good evening, Dan, you absolute beast. Hope you're well. Anthony, good to see you as always.
Evening.
What a good guy. He is on every stream.
Commitment.
Brilliant. Good evening, Lee. Hope you're well. Oh, a lot of talking. Good evening, Woody. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining. Oh, wow. There's a lot of chatting. Good evening, Reefy Reese. Good evening, Liam. What's he saying? Good evening, everyone. Oh, well. So back into AI Facebook. See if that one gets removed for copyright, shall we? Pity the fool, crazy fool. Very good. Good evening, Liam. Hope you and Jasmine family are well.
Yeah, hope you're well, mate.
Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Coach. Oh, it's the pocket rocket.
It is. At least sa.
I see the video did eventually hit YouTube before just like getting all up in everyone's shit.
Yeah.
She would have been in the fucking pool if that had been me.
Yeah, I think it was close at one point in just me just leaning backwards.
Oops.
Plop. What was that? It was just Lisa.
Good evening, Rob. Thanks for joining. Hope you're well. Gaza. Good evening, Gaz. Oh, he's got a tank tour soon.
Has it?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, better turn the flow up for that one. I'll be watching.
It's like a tank on pause. Screen morning, Melinda. How are you?
Morning.
5 a.m. You absolute lunatic.
That's it.
Good evening, Mr. West. Thanks for joining. Another regular joiner. Nice to see you. Oh, who's this? Reprobate. Good evening, Bernadette.
Get back to running.
Yes. Shouldn't be texting away on the treadmill. Get that beer. He's waiting.
Good evening, Nick and Stacey, all the way from sunny Aberdeen. Good evening.
Is it sunny in Aberdeen at the minute?
Well, we didn't have rain for nearly 5 weeks, which is record breaking for us.
Wow.
But it started.
Did you stop building the ark at that point?
It was unbelievable. I thought we were going to get a hose pipe ban. A what?
Wow.
Good evening, Amanda. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a wee drink. I mean, stupid question, really. Good evening, John. Nice to see you, Johnny B.
Hey.
Hi, John.
Oh, who else?
Hello.
Ben Gillespie. Did he post a photo of himself half nude today?
He did. He'd run some ridiculous sort of, I don't know, Iron Man sort of marathon sort of superhero thing.
He made me.
The thing that I could only dream of, clearly.
He made me hate myself.
Yes,
So
me
thanks
too.
for that, Ben. Thanks for joining.
I think one of my tits is bigger than Ben right now. Anyway, moving on.
Oh dear. Good evening, James. Thanks for joining. It's the fact that you actually cupped it, Tom. It was
I'm going to call this one Ben and this one Ian. Decided. Anyway.
Oh God,
Scotty boy.
Scott. Yes. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Not seen his name in a little while, actually.
No. Hope you're good, mate. Hope your tank's well.
Good evening, Paul Davenport. Oh, good evening, Tommy. Hope you and Sharon are well. Getting their beers on.
Definitely.
Good evening, Lee A. Thanks for joining. Fanny Lennox. Good evening, Steve. Thanks for
I
joining.
knew he was going to say that.
Did you?
Because I knew he was going to comment on it, because he always comments on when it looks really crystal clear. It's because, Stephen, I've used the Aquaforest Life Source. I did a water change about 2 hours ago, so it's clearing up now. Well, thanks for noticing.
2 hours before a live stream. Oh,
Brave.
that is brave.
Well, I've actually got a little bit more to confess. I took out 75 litres of water and I'd only mixed 50.
Schoolboy.
Oops. So then I obviously...
Yo.
Yeah. Can you imagine? So then, I had to mix the 25. Anyway.
Which salt are you using?
Zinnios.
Yeah, I'm just about to put in my first order, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Harry Bow.
Thanks
for joining. I bought one of Harry's T-shirts yesterday on his Marine Spec website. Everybody get on there and buy it. They're not cheap shite. They're thick, heavy-duty cotton. They're embroidered, and they're absolutely beautiful. Get on there and buy a T-shirt, or you can fuck off.
Well,
anyway, moving on.
Knowing Harry, they're going to have to be made of like recycled hemp or something, aren't they? Yes. It's got to be legit. They've got to be on brand and perfect.
I think he has his own silkworm farm.
Yeah,
because he's already made me a pair of boxer shorts.
Well, I think they're going to be more than likely lavender infused, so they help you sleep at night.
They are, and on the lavender boxer shorts, he made me. It says the spiritual rager.
Rager.
Anyway, good evening, Spillers.
Spillers, good evening.
Nice to see you. Good evening. Oh no, I've already done you. You're not getting too Scotty bite. Oh, good evening, Matt. A straggler. There we go. And that is it. So, Jamie, it's your first time on the Reefers Network. I think the majority of people in chat know you, but folks that don't, can you give us a wee bit of a kind of introduction to who you are?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. So, corny name Reefnteeth is because I have a reef and a fish with teeth, which happens to be this tiger fish coming into play now. I've got both. I've got 2 reef tanks on the go behind me, as well as the freshwater tank, which I'm sure we'll cover later on a little bit. No, 3 reefs actually. There's another little softy tank just tucked away down there because green Kenya tree is quite invasive, and I had to get it out of the DT. But yeah, I've been around for a while. I've been in the hobby since I was 5, maybe. So yeah, long enough. Worked in retail, worked in 2 aquatic shops that are quite heavily marine focused, and I've just kept fish all my life, from koi ponds, tropical, cold water, softy marine, reef tank marine, and all the freshwater predatory stuff as well. So I'm kind of an all-round hobbyist. I'm more in it for the fish, although I have become a lot more interested in the corals and the inverts, as I think we all do, don't we? You get a fish tank for the fish, and then the creepy crawlies sort of take over. But I work as a water treatment consultant by day, so I'm testing water and tweaking water and filtering water 7 days a week now, it seems. So
for tap water in the UK or for aquatic reasons?
It's really varied. I don't work for the sort of mainstream utilities. I work for pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, and a lot of commercial stuff. So it's all like comfort cooling and heating systems, like district heating, district cooling, all that sort of lovely fun stuff, which I could bore you to tears with. But it's water chemistry based, so it kind of fits well that this is my hobby. So I would describe myself as a bit of a jack of all trades, idiot at all of them.
Okay.
You're not kind of way you know a saying, but it just didn't come out the same way.
The same as I was expecting it.
Yeah. So bang into it, and my sort of my worst personality trait is that if I get into something, I won't just do a little bit of it. I go heavy on what I do. Yeah. So, with the reefing stuff, as everyone knows here, you can keep a basic budget reef, but it's going to look like a basic budget reef. If you want a proper reef tank, it's got to be a proper reef tank. And I've just kind of gone gung-ho with everything I've ever gotten into. And if I can't afford what I want now, I'll wait until I can and I'll do it properly.
Or turn an 8-foot freshwater tank into a saltwater tank.
Yeah, or decide at the worst financial crisis of my life to convert an 8-foot tank to a reef tank. Yeah. Yeah. It gets you, doesn't it? I wouldn't class myself as like how many fish tanks I've got. I've just got a fish room. So over the years, I've had all different mixes of stuff in here. So for me, it's just the room. What happens in the room is the fish. Whether it's 5 tanks, 10 tanks, or whatever it is, it's the room for me. It's
how many tanks have you got though?
In here now, 5. 5 on the go now.
And how many are fresh and how many are salt?
2 fresh, 3 salt.
Oh, good answer. I was going to remove him if it was the other way around, just so you know.
If it was fresh heavy, that'd be it.
Gone.
You don't think you would miss having the fresh? I mean, I've toyed with the idea of having a freshwater tank planted, because obviously my background's horticulture, but I can't get away from the salty sides of the hobby at all. So do you not think you would miss it? I mean, those fish behind you are tremendous.
They are.
So when I say freshwater, it's like predatory freshwater, sort of large stingrays and arowana and things like that. They're fish with like personality, so I'm 100% going to miss them. Especially the rays, I've raised them since they were little tiny pups. So I know the birthdays of 3 of these rays in here, the day they're actually born. Wow. So I've had them since day dot. So yeah, that's a massive big wrench. Before I had this in here, I had my 10-foot by 4-foot tropical sort of pond in here with all the bass and gar and things. And they're the sort of fish I really like, but even a 10-foot by 4-foot tank wasn't really big enough for what I wanted to keep. So I had to admit defeat on that one, because it's only a standard garage. It's not huge, you know. But yeah, just to spin you around one for you, that's my little other freshwater tank, and it is just house plants and trying to show you it.
Beer.
Nice. I want to scream boo, right? But I can't, because that is absolutely stunning.
But the thing is, the crossover with that and a reef is the same, because that's taken months and months to grow in. You're always pruning bits and replanting it. You know, it's a long time. You can't just put that together. It's got to come together over months and months and years, you know. So there's a lot of crossovers with that, and I think I'll keep that obviously going, and that'll be my little freshwater fix.
Do you not find that having freshwater and saltwater in the same room, excuse me, you're going to end up putting the wrong water in the wrong tank or getting something mixed up? Do you know? Because knowing me, that's exactly what I'd do.
I don't think Jamie's 24/7 steaming though, Tom. There's the difference.
Yeah, there is that. True.
Well, do you know? So all the rays and stuff I keep in here. I won't talk about freshwater stuff for too long, I promise. But all the rays I keep in here are Amazonian fish, right? So they're from a soft water environment. So where I live in the south of England, our tap water it's like liquid rock. It is hard alkaline water, so not really ideal for the rays. Since I've had the reef tank going, obviously got an RO unit in here to make up the salt mix. I've been doing water changes sort of 50-50 RO with tap water, and they're just benefiting massively from it, because it's taking them back to their sort of softer water, natural sort of what they want. So it's actually helped.
I
But
thought you were going to say you were putting the salt water in the tank when you were doing a water change. Sorry. No, that would be silly.
that would be schoolboy, wouldn't it, Tom?
It would, yes.
So just watching the scale of the fish going past your head, right? How much are you feeding that system?
So this is where I never thought I would say this, but going from an 8-foot freshwater tank to an 8-foot reef tank, my maintenance is going to come down massively. So I'm currently feeding these probably around, it's about 3 kilos of food a week, and that is in like this is tonight's food mix. Mussels, sprats tonight, but they would also get king prawn, scallops, whatever's going really at the fish counters.
Wow.
As well as pellets and stuff. It's a lot. They eat so much and they create so much waste. Like you can imagine what a kilo of sprats produces in oil slick when you feed it. It's grim. So yeah, they eat a lot of meaty foods like that. So hopefully when the change happens, it's going to be. I mean, I'm doing like 80% water changes every week on this tank at the minute. It's a lot
80%.
of Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's roughly about just over 1,000 litres every week I'm changing.
Wow. Jamie, is Zoe watching tonight? That's your wife, yeah? Is she watching? Do you know? She's watching at home?
She's currently in the garden sorting her chickens out.
Okay. So very quickly then, for the benefit of, I don't know whether you remember this bit, Ron. We had Jamie on the Sunday stream a couple of months ago, and we gave him the old drippies, I would rather eat my own teeth than. And do you want to just share with everybody, for those that didn't benefit for this little story, you once what did you once do? And be honest, because I know what you did, so I'm going to let you tell it.
Cheers, Tom.
It's all right. Part of the initiation, brother.
One of the questions was, rather eat my own teeth, was it than admit to spending something? Or
yeah, then admit to the other half I paid.
Yeah, admit to the other half I paid. Yeah, I paid a lot of money for a fish, Ron. It was around about 500-600 quid, but that same week I'd already told her we couldn't afford to go out for her birthday because I'd already planned to buy the fish. So, yeah.
Okay, so the joke you made in the green room actually makes total sense.
Yeah. I can't see her in the garden. I hope she's not really listening to this.
So, what fish was that?
That was one of these black diamond stingrays that you see on the base here. So I'll see if you can.
So did you already have one and you bought another one?
I've got 3 of them. Yeah, I had the male and I wanted to get some females on the go. And one in the freshwater world, and there's like an Austrian line black diamond rays, like the sort of pedigree type, the best sort of type. And yeah, that came available. So you know what happens.
Not only did you not take her out for her birthday, you already had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got through it. She never found out, really. So.
Oh dear. That's quality.
I am going to be distracted for the next 3 minutes, getting a bit of a game ready for later on. Okay. So, Tom, if you're all right to kind of keep the kettle boiling, I'll get these typed out. My apologies, folks. This was a last-minute addition.
So what are you gonna do then with the tank behind you? What are the plans? Because I know Rob went round the other day to sort of spend some time with you, pelagic. Yeah. What's been discussed?
So since I've set this room up, I insulated the floor, built like a false floor to put 50 mil Celotex down and board it out. And since I put the 8-foot tank on there, over the course of the last couple of years, it's very slightly sunk on one side. I've got a very slight drop, so I want to empty out anyway and re-level it up and make sure it's sat on the rafters rather than on the insulation boards. So doing so, I've got to close the tank down anyway to do that. And I'm thinking I'm now I'm 2 years into my reef and absolutely loving it and growing stuff, and I want to keep my fish forever. And I've got a couple of angel fish that my 6-foot tank probably isn't going to be big enough for. So I want to get this salty. So I think it's going to go down the route of sort of hybrid angelfish tank with whatever corals I can get away with.
Right.
And I got Rob round the other day. I thought Rob's one of the best out there. He's been there, done it, built a great system. But it was like, you know, he's there's differences. If you go from a 100-litre tank to a 300-litre tank, not much really changes. You can use the same equipment and it's the same sort of maintenance regime and stuff. But going from like even a 6-foot tank, or a 4-foot tank to an 8-foot 1,500-litre system is levels, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I wanted to get Rob round just to sort of cast his eye over it. What would you do having done it before? You know, what can you spot that I haven't maybe spotted that I should be doing? And he come up with a few things, and we talked about maybe the height of the tank, maybe getting a new glass box that was a couple of inches shorter, because obviously reaching the back of that is going to be a nightmare. Because at the minute it's okay, I just put a mop in there and clean the base, but when it's rocked out and corals fall off, I'm going to be buggered trying to pick stuff up. So that was the whole idea of getting Rob round. And to be fair to me, he popped round for a quick visit. I think we had about 3 or 4 hours just chatting away, and it just seemed like no time.
Has he given you a competitive quote then?
I was kind of hoping he'd say, "Come around to my shed because I've got a shed full of crap you can have," but he didn't say that.
Oh dear. Okay. The fish you've got then, do you know? I'm assuming you have you've got a group of a network of friends, as I know you hang around with Murph and Dan. In terms of the reefing side, have you got a group of friends freshwater or that side that you can lean on in terms of where these fish are going to potentially get rehomed?
Yeah, I've probably got a bigger circle of friends in the freshwater hobby than I have in the reefing side. So
you're just coming on here because you're bored tonight, then, yeah?
Trying to network, Tom. Trying to network.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, all right. Okay.
No, just because I've been in it for so much longer. I've spent all my fish keeping career in freshwater, and only 10 years or so in the reefing world, and only the last 2 years, year and a half, in the online reefing world. I was very sort of anonymous on on the forums and stuff back in the day. But yeah, you'd be surprised. It's like we talk in our little circles on the reefers side of, like, I could probably name on one hand people with massive tanks. There's not many about. Whereas in the freshwater side, you wouldn't realise it, but in Harlow alone, there's 4 or 5 people I know with 10,000-litre ponds with tropical fishing. So it's had real momentum for like big predatory fish. A lot of responsible people that have wanted to keep them properly have done it. Whereas you can go to a fish shop and buy a red tail catfish for 20 quid, and it's about that big, and it's going to grow. Yeah. It's going to grow 4 foot. They should never be sold. And then all you see on the ads is like people trying to rehome these fish all the time. There's only a few people that have done it properly and actually think, no, fuck it, to keep these fish properly, I've got to dedicate a room in my house or something for them.
A bit like sharks.
Huh?
A bit like sharks, maybe.
Yeah. Although Liam's here, isn't he? So Sean's
It's stuck in.
Well, I'm semi-responsible for that purchase because I was the courier. Anyway, so there's people that that have you already spoke to people then? So where are we in terms of the stages of this changing? Where are you? Is your mind made up? Is it happening, or
is it 100% happening?
I had a pal come around on Bank Holiday Monday just to have a look. He's a guy that breeds stingrays in Harlow, so it'd be a great place to go. He's got a 14,000-litre pond that used to be his koi pond in the garden. He just built a shed over the top of it and heated it. It's cracking. So he would be my sort of ideal place for him to go, because he'd have all of them and they'd be 15 minutes away and I know where they are. So that, if that comes through, then yeah, it will probably happen. Yeah. So yeah, it's as I say, it's a bit of a tear. It's a bit of a. I'm torn on how it's going to happen, but fundamentally, I need to level the tank again anyway. So something's got to happen at some point.
Is he the kind of guy that if you change your mind and you start missing the fish, you could go and get them back?
I think so. Yeah, a few people. To be fair, a few people have been great. So I've told a few of my freshwater pals about what's happening. And I've had about 3 offers of people that said, if you want, just put all your fish in one of my ponds or tanks for a couple of months until you're ready. And then, it's like the reefing side. There's a lot of helpful people around that are happy to do that sort of thing, . But I don't know. I think I've reached my capacity on my reef tank and the frag tank. That the way it's going, I need more space.
Okay.
So
if anybody in the audience wants to give Jamie any sort of words of encouragement, please do.
Yeah, or several £1,000s would help as well. But
Yeah. Have you thought about equipment in terms of lighting and filtration and flow
So everything I've ever done in the garage, in the fish room, like in the past, I've bred stuff and sold stuff to sort of not fund, but to sort of subsidise the hobby. So every time I've bred fish or whatever it may be, it's gone back into the garage. And I've done the same. If I was to sell these fish for what figures we've discussed, that would give me a bit of a budget to reinvest back in. So it would probably cover my lighting. I had a bit of a chat with Ron about the lighting briefly, because I've got all my tanks over here are all Radions.
Yeah,
which I really like. Like I said earlier, I try and save up to get the best I can get. But then I'm thinking, that's a good shout actually, Mark.
That is a really good shout.
But yeah, so if I was going to do it on this, I'd need another 4 XR30s, because I've already got 2 I could take off. But then, time I've bought 4 XR30s, you're almost in like 2 Stratton.
Oh, sorry. So you're thinking of condensing the tank you've got behind you into that 8-footer then?
No,
not having the 8-footer as well as that tank behind you.
No,
sorry,
have it as well as. But
okay.
I could get some more budget lighting for that, because I'd only go for like an SPS, an LPS tank in that one,
okay.
And move the stuff over. But I don't know. It's quite fluid at the moment. I want to keep everything. I'll keep it all going.
Okay.
How deep is that? Deep as in height is 28 inches, just over 2 foot, and then front to back it's 30 inches, so 2.5 foot. So it's 8 foot by 2.5 by just over 2 high.
Nice.
Does it have a sump currently?
Yeah, it's got a 6 by 2 by 2 sump on it, so it's a good system.
I think I'll need to get you to do a fish room tour.
Did that hurt?
Well, everyone else will start jumping in the comments. Oh, the Freshwater Network. I know.
Oh, God. I don't want Melinda to leave us. Sorry, I'll stop talking about freshwater.
So Sandy Cheeks, who's joined us, thinks you should keep that. Just get another tank.
I mean, that would be great. I've got one. I have got a wall that hasn't got a tank on it, so it could happen. But then, if I convert this, that's another 2-3 grand I've not got to spend in buying a tank, right?
Yeah.
Liam said, "Is that a Fluval Evo?" The little softy one is a Fluval Evo.
Yeah. Good evening, Kumar.
Yes, evening, Kumar. Yes, it did. Well, you actually did, and then you swallowed it, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I thought you did.
People are now chanting tank tour, Jamie. So I'm afraid it's just going to have to happen.
He could give us a little. I think he could. Sorry, give us a little bit more of a taster though, because he's actually in the room. Is that laptop? Is it mobile? Can it be moved slightly?
I can move the camera if you want. Yeah, what do you want to see?
Let's have a little look. Put you on big screen, Ron.
We'll start with your groin, and then
let's see if I can start off around here. I've got to see.
Oh,
shit! He's completely gone though. It's not like he's not.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back. That's what happens when you talk about freshwater for too long. The network just kicks you off.
It was the tank tour. It was the word tank tour. That's that. It's already fucked him over.
It was either that or the missus was watching and she's just lynched him.
All right, here he is. Here he is.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I can reach that round, but can you see this little softy tank around the side there?
Yes.
That is.
Ooh, you put your pants and socks in that drawer as well.
It is a bedside cabinet, to be fair. And then let's see. You got all the freshwater stuff. The stingrays, got black diamonds and the albino. They're all sort of there. And then around this side of the room. I'll pull the chair out of the way. I've got my frag system just here.
Oh my god!
That's what Harry made you, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
It is, and I do apologise, Harry. It needs a bloody good clean, so it will get jet washed this weekend.
Nice.
But yeah, that's just a frag tank for my own sort of propagation. One thing I've got to admit, I've been a bit of a stupid boy. As you can see, I've got a gold flake angel here.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
This cage here had a captive bred TMC Scotty under it to protect it from this gold flake angel. And idiot me cleaned all my gyro pump and MP10, and the cage blew off, and that prat ate my Scotty.
Like within an hour?
I was at work all day, come home, and I don't even see in that cage. It is just a skeleton. So that expensive fish is worth another £100 now to me.
Wow.
And then at the far end is the.
I like that scape. I've seen it on your new videos. I think you did with Stefan a while ago. I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah. So this tank is only 18 inches front to back. It's really narrow. So I tried to make it look deeper by putting two islands in a swim through the middle.
Yeah.
But we're coming up nearly 2 years since it got wet, so it's not done too bad.
I heard it as well, Steve, but I didn't want to say anything. We're definitely on the same wavelength.
A reach around. I don't know, Steve. If you want to come around here, mate, you're welcome to reach around.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So just a bit of a brief tour. I'll be able to do when I'm prepared. But yeah, so we've got the 6 foot reef, the 180 litre frag system, which is just my acclimation tank for fish and a frag grow out tank. The little softy tank is literally because I had green Kenya tree in my frag system that was just doing what it does best and just invading everything and just dropping little popules everywhere. So I ripped it all out, but I can't throw good coral away. I didn't want to bin it. So I just found a cheap, shitty tank on Marketplace, whacked it all in there, put a little skimmer on it. Murph gave me a reef flare light, which was great of him. So that little system just looks after itself.
Nice.
Yeah, so, in for a penny, in for a pound, and all that.
So what's your vision for that tank behind you? So you safely and ethically rehome all of your fish. You drain the water. What's next? Are you going sand? Are you going dry rock? Live rock? What's the plan?
I think I'd go bare based, just because the flow I'm going to need that I want and maintenance.
Fuck you, Tom.
I've got sand in my main DT, and I love the sand because I keep gobies and wrasse, so I need some sand for those. But in there it will be bare bottom, load of flow, and I like the idea of buying the can't remember the brand name of it, but it's like the dead live rock like that's been mined. Have you seen that stuff?
Marco rock.
I don't know if it might be Marco rock. It's essentially the same porosity of live rock, but it's been dead and mined out of a desert somewhere.
Well, I like that word. Say that again.
Rock.
I knew you were going to do that. Fair play, mate.
The same porosity.
Porosity.
Just because I don't like all the artificial fake rock that's out and about. It's far too dense and it's far too fake. I want the real stuff, and I will put some live rock in there as well, but probably only 10-20 kilos at that, just to give it a bit of life.
Yeah.
You can't beat live rock, like that's what I do, but I'm probably going to need like 30-40 kilos minimum, which is just going to be another mortgage, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
So we've got 1 million.
That's it, reef bones. Sorry,
reef bones is the one.
Right, got you.
There you go. Actually mined. So Marco rock's mined as well, though, isn't it?
Isn't that the one that tends to be supplied in sort of slices?
Like really? You can buy it. You can buy it in slices or in chunks. I got a big bag of both at the tail end of COVID. I mean, that's what my scape is.
That's what your scape is, yeah.
Marco rock, yeah.
I'll tell you what's put me off the artificial stuff is there's a good guy that comes into AAC who helps out there a bit as well. He had a load of the artificial sort of man-made painted rock. 3 years later, we stripped his tank down, and it was like it crumbled. You could put your thumb through it; it was all went to mush.
Right.
And it's just put me off the fake stuff altogether. There might be better brands than whatever that was, but that's just no.
I certainly wouldn't touch Carib Sea ever again. I mean, I'm not slaughtering them as a brand. They've got plenty of other different products, but that Carib Sea Reef Rock was horrendous for me for so many reasons.
Is that the real Reef Rock, the purple one?
No.
That's the DMC one, isn't it?
No.
It is coloured purple, but it's super dense. It's like concrete. It's not porous at all. It's just great big lumps.
Right.
The thing is as well, if when I do the 8-foot tank, I don't mind getting all the reef bones and then being, brilliant white, because that's not going to be. I'm not looking for an instant fix. I've got my reef tank on the go now. I'm happy to wait 3, 4, 6 months with this cooking away before I start really getting involved with it. So
could you not add any more rock to the tank you've got already though, and cook it that way?
Potentially, but so my frag tank, the main tank, are systemized. They're all on the same sump. I want to have this one completely separate. It's a big enough system on its own, and I don't really want to move stuff between the two because just if I'm starting fresh, I'm making a brand new system, quarantining, all that sort of stuff as well.
Let me just quickly answer this question for anybody else that's watching. So, Drippy was due to come on. So for those of you that probably know what Drippy does outside of work from time to time in terms of supporting people through difficult periods, he's put his superhero cape on tonight and he's gone to support somebody that is definitely in need. So if you want to give him a shout out, he'll be watching this back at some point over the weekend. He's back on Sunday with us. But yeah, thanks, man. Hope you're good. Hope tonight goes well. So yes, he's here in spirit. Sorry, Jamie. Go on.
No, that's something's more important, mate. That's great stuff. Great stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. So have you got any ideas of scape then? I know you talk about the you're going to potentially use the reef bones. Have you been looking? I mean, how sort of excited are you? Because with the minute I knew I was going to have the custom tank downstairs, I think I'd tried to plan it. I was up, daft o'clock thinking about all these ideas, sat in bed thinking, what should I do? Are you at that point yet? Is it sort of Christmas morning or are you still 50-50?
I've done a couple of sketches of what to look like. I watched an hour and 20-minute video from BRS TV yesterday of how he broke his rock up and rebuilt it into like a sort of semi-negative aquascape type thing. And look, I'm like brainstorming at the moment. I like the idea again of separate islands, maybe 3 this time with an archway somewhere, like swim throughs. Okay. A lot of room for coral placement and a lot of room for fish. One thing I will be doing is I'll only ever build my rockscape up, say a third of the tank height, and then allow for another third of coral growth. So I've still got that swim space at the top. I really like the swim space. Like there's one of my mates, Dan, who Krusty's Reef that you've all probably seen. I love to look at that tank. Like he's got a good sort of 10, 12 inches of space above everything, the swimming space, and it just looks more natural. It looks amazing.
I want to get Krusty and Dan's Reef in a boxing ring, and just see which one of them would win. Because they're both giants, aren't they? I mean, I met Dan the first time at Love to Reef in person. I've met Krusty before, but you see these people on YouTube where you talk to them obviously on the Discord or whatever or on here, and you just don't realise how tall they are. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Make Baby Dave look like Lego Man.
I'm fairly vertically challenged as well. And when I redid this room, I instated the floor, so I lost like 100 mil on the floor. I lost 100 mil on the ceiling, so the floor space is quite a short room. And when Dan's in here, he's like scratching the ceiling, and I'm like,
wow,
yeah.
Can you imagine? Can I ask one of the questions I thought about yesterday? Let's have a look. What's everybody's thoughts out of interest? Obviously, when I'm saying this, I don't just mean you two. I mean everybody in the comments. What's everybody's thoughts about corals on the back panel of your tank? Because I've seen loads of people do it, and I'm really curious to know if people think it's a yay or a nay.
It's a no for me. I don't
It's a
like
no
it
for
at
you.
all. I don't
Okay.
like it. I've never seen it other than green star polyps or something which is naturally encrusted on the glass. I don't think it looks natural for me. If you wanted a wall of corals, then try and construct it as best you can in an actual physical scape on the back glass. Not for me.
I'm curious to see what the audience think, because yeah, you're right. The majority of the time it's GSP, but I've seen some people put acros on, and they do. To be fair, the tabling, they do well. I suppose they grow in a way that, in terms of light and flow and everything else. But I have seen them grow out, and they do look.
I just
Especially
think the depth is probably for me. It's that
of the tank.
that depth of disappearing into the sea is gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm a fan.
No.
I'm more of a fan of like a tabling coral coming out than something encrusting over the back. I was thinking about it in this tank here because my overflow weir is so oddly. It's huge. Can I do something with that? But Joe, the Scottish reefer, I spent a bit of time with him, and I asked him exactly this question because he's got some toadstools on the back of his tank and Singularia, and I was like, how have you got him to do that? And he stuck them to a magnet so he can move them around and clean his tank. It's a really good idea.
Peter Parry, no. Tom, I need to talk to you about how you did that poll a while ago. Do you know how we did it wrong? Because every time I did it, it just crashed StreamYard. I don't know how we did it.
It is pretty convoluted. I would like to think that StreamYard will eventually come up with an easier way.
Yeah.
But it's because you're fusing YouTube with StreamYard.
YouTube Studio says, Gases Reef, GSP.
If you're doing tabling acros or stony corals, how different is it to just having a frag rack? Loads of people have got a frag rack stuck on the back wall or the side wall. What's the real difference?
I kind of get what Ron's saying about it. It takes the aesthetics, the depth away from the tank slightly. I get that. But I also think that if you've got, like, I've got certain areas of my rockscape where, because of the brace bars, certain corals aren't. There's gaps where I kind of want to put something, and I'm like, do I put a frag on the back wall? And I'm like, I've always been against it, but I have seen some tanks recently that look all right. So I was just curious to see what everybody's thoughts were on the question.
Moore's saying he saw a reel with coral growing out of the front glass. What?
Oh, really?
Wow. Okay.
No.
They've got they've got a tank at AAC in the farm. The bottom is kind of like it's a mishmash tank. It's an overflow chamber, really. And there's loads of corals that have settled in there. And there are some Montes that are growing off the front glass. You can see the back of it and how it's stuck to the glass. It's really interesting. Really interesting to look at. Doesn't look great if it's going to be a display tank, but it's really cool to see how it's growing. How something like that can stick to a sheet of glass baffles me. Like, what is it holding on to?
Yeah, well, glass is far more porous than we think, though, isn't it? We think it's this super smooth surface, but really it's not, is it?
If you go to the microscopic level, it's just...
We've not done a poll, but I think it's 50-50 in the comments for and against. It's interesting. Some picture with the coral growing out the front glass look decent, yes. So you're a no. Jamie, are you a yes or... Sorry, you're a no, Ron. Are you a yes, Jamie, or a no? What's your definitive? What's your final answer?
Reefy Reese made a good point. On a peninsula tank, it looks really good. So I think that's where it really works. On the back wall of a peninsula.
I don't want a politician's answer. I want your answer. A yes or a no.
That's definitely.
All right. Well, I haven't done it yet, so no.
Okay. So 2 no's.
So who was it that said about people having frag racks in the back? I mean, don't listen to East Coast Reefer. He's got about 17,000 frag racks.
He does.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, it does depend on the coral realm. A good point. I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Interesting.
Good question, Tom.
Thank
Controversial and thought-provoking.
Come on, my best ideas when I'm alcohol infused. Jamie, this is probably one for you, actually. The fish behind you in particular that we keep seeing swimming behind you that are ginormous, what looks like ginormous. Fish names. Any of them got any fish names named after anything in particular? Any stories you can share?
If you remember our last chat on here, Drippy's name stuck with the arowana, didn't it? So I suppose his name is Arrow, or whatever he said it was.
Was it Harold, as in Steptoe and Son?
Oh dear.
No idea. I can't remember what it was, but Drippy named it that. So no, I did. I haven't. I did have fish names. For those that watched it before, sorry to repeat, but we did have some silly ones. We had Alan the Arowana, we had Neil the Eel, we had Barry the White Gar. A few stupid names, but I haven't got any at present.
Oh, what about Emma? You have too much time on your hands.
No, I tend. Do you know what it was in the freshwater world again? When you buy fish from someone, like when I buy pups from someone, because you generally buy your stingrays from like known breeders. Not many shops sell these sort of fish, so you buy them from known breeders. So I've just called one Gareth and Jacob because they came from two guys called Gareth and Jacob. And that's the only reason, just so I remember where they came from.
Okay.
But you wouldn't do that with shops, would you? You wouldn't call your fish H2O or AAC, would you?
Saltwater fish, any names for those? No? Other than probably an expletive for the goldflake, bearing in mind the digested scully.
He did get quite a few names thrown at him, to be fair.
Well, people are talking about the fact that they annihilate, well, some people, have been talking recently the fact that they've been annihilating Aptasia for them.
I can well believe that. I saw that was it on Steve's live stream on Wednesday? He was talking about this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can believe. Well, I mean that's what angels eat. Are renowned for eating polyps and stuff, aren't they? So
yeah.
Things like emperor angels have been known to eat Majano anemones, and not much else will touch them. So I can well believe a goldflake will snap up an Aptasia. But they also love scollies.
I think that's the best name I've heard for clownfish in my entire life. To be fair, I think they bite Jason all the time.
So evening, Jason.
Maybe it's time to grow some sleeves.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Are you for naming fish, Ron?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Totally ridiculous. I would get nothing from that.
I think the only saltwater fish name I've got that's kind of stuck is I've got a convict tank called Ronnie, as in Ronnie and Reggie Cray, the convict.
Yes.
Right, okay. I like it.
That's it, really. It's just stupid things that don't really mean
We should call one of your rays Cray. Cray the Ray. Cray Ray.
Oh, dear.
The male is quite a pest, so yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Who was it called, their clown and Deck? I didn't see who that was.
John Wright.
Oh. Well, you could join Jason and just call them Ant and Dick.
Ant and Dick.
Yeah.
He says the names of fish and they tend to die, unfortunately. So.
So nobody asked John which side he dresses to, but apparently his deck's always on the left.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Right. So before we're up to nearly 10 minutes before the hour mark, Ronald.
Yes.
So
you want to show your wee videos? Yeah.
So thanks to Yarek, if people can remember Yarek, he's normally in the live chat. Lovely chap. Makes a conscious effort for most of the meets and events to travel up and down the country and attend. Really nice guy. He's currently in Egypt at the minute. He's done a little bit of diving.
Hold on. I thought EIY Kumar was a nice gentleman.
Just laughing at that.
Have you read that?
Podu and good. I need to write that down so I can remember those words for later.
Goodness. You are actually writing that down.
Yeah. Because Drippy won't have a clue what that means. Anyway.
It is.
What's that?
Delivery.
Yeah.
What is it?
That one is a Chromebacker. I just tend to get the 3 for £6 and just mix them up.
Ooh.
You guys drink like crazy beers. I never see any of that shit.
See, I buy the German ones. They tend to be imported rather than brewed in Northampton.
It's very exotic, Jamie.
Yeah. Ron just gets fed up of Iron Brew, Jamie. Hey. Oh. Anyway, Yarek is in Egypt, for those that know him in the comments, and he's shared some footage with us, and he's done a bit of diving. So I thought I'd share it with everybody before we go on to...
Is he diving any Godu?
No comment.
That's quick.
No comment. Before we have reefing news, here we go. Ooh.
Wow. Very shallow, isn't it?
Yes.
Such a low fish density as well. I mean, that Nassau is probably about 16 inches. It's massive.
I'm just looking for the corals. Sorry.
I know you are. I know you are.
And he sent us another one in as well. Let's have a look. This one, he must have been bored on the sun lounges. He's put some music behind it. Thanks, Yarek. Get that. Oh. Turn that down a little bit. Sorry. There you go. Nice beat, man. I've got a picture of you with a mermaid's tail on for some reason.
Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in.
That one.
Yeah. Oh. He likes that. So well.
Wow, yeah.
Now I see you dancing with some other man.
Rams.
Oh yeah, nice.
I need a light to see home, and I want you to know, sunshine, you are my sunshine. It's another one. I wanna wake up as more than just friends. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around my way. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around so we can begin again. I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around my way. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around so we can begin again. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. It's another one. I wanna
Now he's showing off.
Now he is showing off. Yeah. Very nice, Yarek. Thanks very much for sharing that with us.
That was really good.
What that reinforces for me is that 20 years ago, we didn't know how good we had it with halide lighting. Metal halides looked exactly like that, and it was beautiful.
Here we fucking go.
If anybody else in the audience is going on a holiday or has got any footage similar that they want to share with us, please send it in to the email address at the bottom of the screen. That doesn't mean, John Wright, we want any underwater footage of Skegness. I'll just say that now before anybody starts sending me the River Don and shopping trolleys and pike and whatever else. It's reefing related, please. But now it would be awesome if anybody's lucky enough to jet off anywhere in the next few months or in the future, share it with us. And thanks ever so much for Yarek. We hope you have enjoy the rest of your holiday if you are watching or watch this back, and have a safe journey home whenever that is. But yeah,
was it Egypt? Did you say?
yes, Egypt.
Wow.
Yes.
It's encouraging to see that, because that's obviously in quite a heavy tourist area with a lot of footfall, and it still looks half decent. Doesn't it? It's like, it's still, because there's this weird like phenomenon with. Sorry to sort of ramble off on a scientific tangent, but we was going to talk a bit more fish on a Friday. There's this phenomenon from back in my studying days called, you might have read about it, called baseline shift syndrome. Have you heard of that?
No.
Baseline shift syndrome is what's happened over the last, I suppose, 100 years or so, where every subsequent decade we get used to seeing what we see. So looking at that footage there, we're all saying, oh, that looks amazing, looks great. But that probably looked 10 times better 30 years ago. But because we're so seeing it now as the accepted norm, we're like, oh, look at all the corals and stuff, there's loads. But I probably counted about 6 or 7 main species in that whole bit of footage.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing, but what did it used to look like, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Well, it's a bit like looking in the mirror. You know, I didn't have hairy tits 10 years ago, but here we are.
Is that while you're tripping over your gonads?
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Gonad. Sorry. I forgot.
A question exactly like that. So, and this blew my mind, right? It's not really, it blew my mind. Can you remember when you didn't have pubes?
I did not imagine you to ask that question tonight. Is that an open question to involve the audience at home as well? Is that just general debate?
Do you remember not having pubes? I don't have a banner to throw up. Sorry,
no,
it wasn't discussed before we went live.
There you go. What a debut this is, eh?
Oh dear.
No, that's the kind of comments I absolutely love.
Like it.
But no, it honestly, it seriously relates back to like, what did it used to look like? And we're just so used to seeing it how it looks now.
Oh, right. Okay. Got you.
Mr. Kumar is suggesting I was born with them. Yes.
Harry obviously had a shave last week.
Yeah, just my mum stuck to me on the way out. Anyway,
dear.
That is it's time for Reefing News.
Reefing News! Reefing now! Motherfucking Reefing News with Ronald McDonald. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit with Ronald McDonald. Strap up, it's time for Reefing News. Watch your ego, it might get a bruise. Get ready for Reefing News. Tuck your bullets into your shoes. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit. Just some nonsense from a fucking twit. Reefing News with Ronald motherfucking McDonald.
Well, it's time for Reefing News, everybody, and my wig is losing its structural integrity more and more each week. It's because I'm wearing it now during sex, and it keeps getting tugged, and it's starting to lose a bit of its body.
But do you wear it and Bernadette puts the nose on, or is it the other way around? Just asking for a friend.
I'm just going to move on. So we've got a couple of bits of actual reefing news tonight. The most interesting one I found was this new imaging technique they're using, which they're calling C-splat. So up until now, they have had imaging techniques of coral reefs and marine environments, but they've always struggled with the fact that the cameras that take the photos struggle with underwater optical diffusion and I can't even remember the name of the word where it just distortion. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, so C-splat now is an image analysis tool that not only can take photos, it can actually generate 3D structures, which can then be looked at later on, color corrected. So not only can you see the structure and the animals and the creatures and the corals, you can actually tell exactly what color they are true to the human eye, so they can actually check the health of them as well. So what the plan is now is that they're going to be sending this tool down and taking hundreds of hours of footage, and then multiple people will then be able to analyze and actually check the health of the species in that particular part of the ocean, which I thought was really interesting. And hopefully, if they're clever enough, a bit like that place that Steve was talking about, not last week, the week before, I think, the website you can go on, and you as a hobbyist can go on and actually have a look at photos of corals and then let people know if they have blemishes and diseases and things like that, and highlight it for them. I thought that was really interesting.
That is cool. Citizen science. I love that sort of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. It's very clever. So there's a chunk, and I'm not going to say it's not the whole thing because some of it has died, but there is a chunk of a Honduran reef that has just stumped people. Hold on. I just need to minimize a couple of things on my screen. There we go. So basically, this part of this Honduran reef, they've actually found that there's one coral species in particular. All the other corals around it have perished, but this one coral has completely survived, even with record-breaking water temperatures. So they're going to start looking a wee bit more into that. But it's really interesting. So hopefully they'll be able to come up with something juicy from that and be able to help coral reefs. I know there's a lot of stuff like this going on at the moment, and they're trying to find species of corals that are more stronger than others to help survive. Anyway, what else have we got on reefing news this week? Stumbled on this little headline. So this
Are all these stories in Scotland, are they, Ron?
Oh dear. Sorry,
anybody would think from that picture is that she shagged the chicken with how happy she looks.
Well, let me read a bit of it.
Okay.
Let me read a bit of it for you. So, for most wives, the sight of their beloved balls deep in the Sunday roast chicken would be the signal to engage the services of a divorce lawyer, but not Glenda Baker. When she found hubby Alan thrusting his manhood into the chilled poultry in the wee small hours, she signalled her displeasure in robust terms, but never thought of dissolving their union. Altered by ecstatic yelps and alarmed to find Alan absent from their bed last weekend, Glenda crept downstairs to the kitchen of their home in Cheshire. The sight that greeted the 47, your fucking arse, 47-year-old playground supervisor will stay with Glenda for the rest of her days. She said Alan was stood next to the table with his pajama bottoms down. The chicken was on the table and he was doing the sex to it.
Wow.
I mean, all I'm saying is if my wife looked like that, I'm with Alan.
You'd be all about the chicken, wouldn't you? Really?
Make a difference if it's free range or not.
Saves on the bread sauce as well, doesn't it?
Oh.
Okay. So,
dear.
Does anybody recognize this?
Where the fuck have you got that from? You absolute dick.
Well, I mean, you're calling me a dick.
You know that, Ron? Oh.
So,
I mean, where did you get that from?
Well, I mean, do you want me to continue?
I think my camera's going to break again.
We were talking about alcoholics earlier. I mean, that's a fucking early start.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried now. Who's doing you?
Now, I'll be honest. Tom sent me some images of you that I instantly deleted from my phone. I was like, I cannot show that. I can't show it. Anyway, so this next photo, I wonder if anyone notices the same thing I noticed. So I instantly got really nervous for you in this photo because how many predators are actually aimed at you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, shoulder cannons, yeah.
Nice.
Is there a bit of stalking going on here then?
No, I mean, do you want me to tell you where we got them from?
Yes.
So you look absolutely fucking wasted in this.
I've not even seen that picture. What the hell is that?
It does look steamy.
Is this my wife getting her own back after I did about the whole bloody...
Yes.
Yes.
You're spot on. That's exactly what's happened. Yeah. So I think she actually preempted you being a chauvinistic pig live on air. So she sent us some images. Right, I've got one more. I couldn't actually make a joke of this because it's obviously got a relative in it. So I'm just going to leave it and say, oh.
Come on, you Spurs. Yes. Come on, you Spurs.
I wondered if that was the Spurs.
I didn't know you were a Spurs fan with Drippy. Oh, right.
Come on, you Spurs.
Good job
if only Drippy was here to acknowledge it.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, whatever the fuck that was Reefing News.
Reefing News! Reefing now! Motherfucking Reefing News with Ronald McDonald. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit with Ronald McDonald. Strap up, it's time for Reefing News. Watch your ego, it might get a bruise. Get ready for Reefing News. Tuck your bollocks into your shoes. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit. Just some nonsense from a fucking twit. Reefing News with Ronald motherfucking McDonald.
I have to ask, have you actually tried putting your bollocks into your shoes? Is that how you came up with that little jingle?
So I tried to take a photo of myself doing it, right? But my bollocks kept on getting in the way.
Is that why there's just one now?
There's only one.
Oh, that makes sense. I never heard the full story. Right, okay.
The other one is slowly making its way up to my belly button. And I just hope one day I'll just be able to. So anyway, Jamie, seriously, those photos could have been way worse.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No wonder she was so willing to keep bringing me beers tonight. She's obviously feeling sorry for herself. Isn't she?
Yeah, big shout out to Zoe, everybody. Thanks, Zoe.
Thank you, Zoe.
Jamie's wife. Thanks for partaking in a little bit of fun.
And if anyone sees Zoe tomorrow, she might be wearing sunglasses. But
I'm a wee bit concerned that she thought it was appropriate to send some of those images. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Well, I shan't be coming on here again then.
She probably shows her friends quite often on her phone and say, see, still hasn't grown. Anyway.
Well, your question about do you remember yourself without pubes?
Yeah, couldn't have been more apt.
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, gosh.
Anyway, is it time for a game, Ronald?
Yes. Would everyone like to play a little game?
No.
I can't. Hey, we actually named the game after you and I wrote a theme tune and Tom did a whole video, but we haven't actually worked out what the fucking game is.
No,
so
that's for next time.
Yeah, so we're just going to play some more of Ron's Fishy Conundrums. So, Tom, I'm going to ask for your help here because I can't trigger the banner, and keep an eye on who actually wins.
Oh, okay. Is there a prize?
Just remembered, haven't discussed the prize.
I've just thought.
Question is, no, you will be the winner. That is what your prize will be. Unless, if you get any random shit you want to give away, Jamie?
Go on.
What about your badge? Have you got more than one of them?
Let me see. I've got a couple of badges. I can give stickers. Or 4 stingrays, maybe.
I have a small collection of stickers left over from Reeferpalooza that I will donate. How's that?
Wow. I have.
I've got a lot of
the chewing gum stuck to the bottom of your desk, Ron, doesn't count.
Reaper stickers, which you gave me, which said give out to people. Why would I do that?
These ones.
Yeah. What? I got loads of them.
I don't have one of them. So mine's not a sticker. Mine is a plaster.
Oh, okay. Well, they can have a used Blaine stash if you want.
So I actually emailed Blaine, and Tom will actually testify to this. I asked Blaine if he would A, shave his moustache, B, put it in a bag, and C, post it to me to give away on a live stream. And I got a one-word answer reply via email, and I'll leave it at that. So we're going to play some fishy conundrums. They're actually invert conundrums tonight. So I've tried to separate the words as best I can into the actual individual words. So A, you know how many words there are, and B, it's not just one. There is one that is just 2 rows of solid letters, because that's how many fucking letters are in the invert. It's not my fault. So is everybody ready? So Tom, are you going to keep an eye on the answers?
My job is to... Right, okay. All right.
Yeah, but you don't know the answers, do you?
I don't. That's what I can. No, I can, because I just look at the banners now.
Yes, and
without throwing them up. Right. Okay. Okay.
So for transparency, I can't see none of this. So can I play this game?
You may partake.
Hey, so music. Fuck. Here's this old shitty music. That'll work. Right. Okay. Is everybody ready for the conundrum number 1 to win a plaster, which I will stick on my pubes and rip off and post to you?
Nice.
If that gets people more competitive, maybe? No?
No, but I do want to see it, though, and I want to see photos on the next stream.
I'm quite worried. You've got some dark requests. Can we just explain the rules with the first person answering, Ron, with regards to StreamYard?
So the first person that answers is what we see on StreamYard, which is the actual order in which you will all at home see in a different order depending on your bandwidth and your streaming connection. Yep. So don't whine and moan. Tom's decision is final. Are we ready? Invert, people.
Double tip an enemy.
Is he supposed to be fucking playing? Oh, I forgot that rule. Oh. Well done, Jamie.
Can't see the answers.
Jamie really wants my plaster filled with food.
No.
He really wants it.
I'll go quiet now.
So I think Rama. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, Reese. There we go.
I'll give Reese the point. Have we not got a round of applause jingle still? No.
Hold on.
I'm a big cock.
Oh, sorry. No. Let me. Oh no, I've got it.
I'm a big cock.
No, that's the wrong one again.
Why did I ask that question? Why did I ask that question?
Knew it was coming, didn't you?
I walked straight into that. Well done, Reefy Reese. And I hope the fish and the corals that you took on that pilgrimage back home from AAC the other week at Love to Reef made it all home safe. Let us know in the comments, because that was epic. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen people like bag corals and fish up with lots of water and air and polystyrene heat packs, whatever. This guy's put them in his rucksack and away he went.
Yeah, just to throw a bit of banter back at Ron here after that despicable photographic.
Hey, see, to be fair, I don't know your wife at all. They weren't sent to me.
I just want to say, Ron, one thing. I had Joe, the Scottish Reefer, down here for the whole week for for the show. He bought loads of corals, stuck in my frag tank. I bagged them up, boxed them up. He took them back on the train, the sleeper train to Aberdeen. I was in the boxes for 27 hours, I think they were. They all survived, mate. I can pack a box pretty well.
Hey.
I've heard a few stories about your boxes going out on short trips and that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ron's shipping involves a third party, which is half the time where the problem comes. I had some sent to me, and they were at Royal Mail for 2 days because they forgot to post them.
Yeah.
And they smelt lovely.
And Royal Mail have had a nightmare this week. But anyway, are we ready for number 2, everybody? Let's go. You're not playing, Jamie. This is quite an easy one, I would say.
It is. I'm surprised nobody's fired it. Not popped up
Yeah.
yet. Oh, there we go. Matty.
Yes. Well done. Don't know about that round of applause. It's a bit lame.
Yeah. Tis for Matthew.
Okay, Matty boy, are we ready
Just
for
kidding, mate.
number 3?
Rachel Riley is quite nice, isn't she?
Yes.
Oh, stop. So you two can decide. This is interesting. I don't know whether this is a sexual position or actually an invert. A harlequin shrimp. Don't know whether you can get away with that. Harry, the spiritual reach around, might be able to comment better than
I
me.
mean, if he's on his phone, that's going to be spell check. So if he's on his laptop, it's a no.
Right. How anal are you going to be, Tom?
Excuse me, love. Can I have a harlequin shrimp? Anyway, sorry.
How anal are you going to be on the spelling, Tom? You giving it to Rama? Or you
I
giving
think we give it Rama. We know what he meant.
We know what he means.
We know what it means. There's love there, Rama. Well done, mate.
I was going to run this competition tonight with both of the words jumbled up and amongst each other. It was so fucking hard. I couldn't remember which one was which.
Okay.
So that wouldn't work. But we might need to step our game up at some point. Anyway, are we ready for number 4?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's go. The big first word at the top is technically 2 words, but I was running out of space on the board.
Whey!
Yeah, he's in.
Matty boy, straight in.
Well done.
Yes.
I got the second word, but I couldn't do the first.
Few more correct answers coming in. Unfortunately, Matthew got there quickest. Well done, Matthew.
So what are the scores so far, Tom?
The Norfolk reach around, there's a theme here,
There
has got 2. Reefy Reese 1 and Bananarama 1.
Oh, so Matty Boy is actually, I mean, Lee has actually said in the chat though that if he does win, can he have the pube covered plaster?
I think that is the more favoured prize, definitely.
I agree.
Will it resemble Blaine's Tash, just out of interest? You mentioned that a minute ago.
I'm wondering if people would prefer actual pubes or some of the red Ronald McDonald wig.
Oh, you could make a kind of Tash Gash. Gash Tash? Gash Tash.
Let's move on to number 5.
Yeah.
Matt says the only reason he's playing is for the plaster.
Oh, there you go.
If we got a tie.
We have a tie.
We've got a tie at the halfway point.
Ooh. Well done, Rama.
Yes.
Have we actually decided on an official prize for this rather than
No.
No.
Okay, I'll put a motion forward. So I want to buy a Reefy AF hoodie, right? Yep. So what I'll do is I will buy 2 and I'll post 1 to the winner.
That's amazing because all profit goes to the Great Barrier Reef Foundation.
Absolutely.
That's an amazing thing to do. Oh, lovely.
Let's do that.
Right. Things have got a lot hotter
escalated now.
Yes. Right. So the last one was peppermint shrimp. So yeah.
Okay.
Are we ready, folks?
Yeah.
Reefy AF hoodie up for grabs now, people. Rather have the past. Brilliant. So this is the one that I was saying. It's 3 words. they're all in the correct. Oh, here we
it's
go.
close.
Boom.
It was very close between him and Rama. I've got to give him
Very
that.
close.
Very close.
They came in at exactly the same time.
They did.
See, to be
Well
fair,
done.
Rama did actually say it wrong. Although that is funnier, actually. Oh dear.
Well done, Matthew.
Okay. On to number 7. I think it's 7. Yes, it is. Let's get ready. So I had to make this one twice because I spelled the first word wrong.
Are you giving that?
No! Fuck off. You're not getting that.
Yeah.
Correct. Although that's
Well
how
done.
I spelt it.
Well done.
Well
Sorry,
done,
Liam.
Mark.
Close, but no cigar.
See, bite. Okay.
He's
What are the
blaming
scores, Tom?
blaming his. So we have in tied 4th place with 1 point. We have Reefy Reese and EIY Kuma. In 2nd place, should I say? Sorry, is Rama with 2, and out in the lead with 3 is Norfolk Reach Around. Well done.
Whoa. 3 to go, folks. Let's go. I think Jamie's enjoying this.
Yeah. You need to. Can you just remove that?
Oh, that's Reef for Reef. Yeah, very good. Very
Ron,
good.
Ron,
Yes.
Ron. Just look at the top of your bar on your screen where it says strokersnail.jpg.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Has that been there all the way through? No.
Well done, Johnny, for spotting that. I don't know whether anybody else did, or whether anybody did, and they were being very quiet, very tactical.
I did not even spot that.
Can I present image files on their own then, Tom? I think I can.
Yeah, you should.
Was that there all the way through though?
It must
I
have
haven't
been.
got a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
like
screen
cool,
sharing, so it's sharing the whole window.
I think, in fairness to most people, they were playing it as
Oh,
if
no,
it was legit.
Reefy, sorry.
Yeah, the speed the stuff was coming through on felt genuine.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Right, let me see. Invert. Right, okay.
You're going to do one of the old ones again, see if it comes up, rather
Yeah,
than do
that's a
one
good
that
idea.
you've not,
Good idea.
just in case.
No, see,
There you go. There you go.
That's
It was all
way more complicated to do, but anyway, we've got time. We've got time. Right,
Okay.
so remove that. Remove that. And then present
Okay.
image.
You ready?
Yes, so
Okay.
we've got 2 to go.
2 to go. And we've got Norfolk Reach Around on 3, Reefy Reese on 2, Rama on 2. So Rama, Reefy Reese, come on.
Are we ready?
Go for it.
Piece of piss, this one.
Anthony.
Well done, Anthony. Start this laborious process of getting the next one ready. Oh, there we go. I'm getting it.
So hang on a minute. So there's only one left, is that right?
Correct.
So what are we going to do in the event of a tiebreaker?
Well, I think what will have to happen there is Jamie will have to buy 2 fucking hoodies.
I like it. Marvellous.
Quick question: how much are these hoodies?
Fuck if I know.
to you, $79.99.
Oh, sweet. 4 then. Go on then.
So yeah, Reefer Reese and
My
Rama.
strands.
Come on, boys.
Right, we're ready. We've got one
Yeah.
to go. Let's
Last
go.
one.
Oh, Rachel.
I'm just picturing people hammering the phones and whatever else at the minute. Oh! No!
Ricky Reese get it. Oh.
So
we have a
Reefing Reese-
tiebreaker.
No, we don't. He
We
got
do.
it first. He got it first.
Yeah.
So-
that means it puts him in tie with Matt with 3.
Fucking hell. Right, Matt's already got one.
Yeah, he's saying donate it to Reefs.
Oh,
Top man, Matthew.
well done, well done.
I'll tell you what, I'll send Matt the stickers. You sort the hoodie out. I know it's not exactly a fair swap, but I'll send him some worldwide and whatever
Well,
else
see,
I've
to be
got.
fair, Matt did say all he wanted was the plaster.
Plaster.
Pubes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll sort that out for him. Matt,
If you do a plaster of pubes, I'll do one, and then he can. We'll send them anonymously so he can guess whose is whose.
He'll have a grey set and a bald set, won't he? So
mine is the ones that don't smell like onion.
That's all he's bothered about is the plaster.
Out the plaster. Oh dear.
Well played.
I can't believe I fucked that up so badly. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good job, Drippy, isn't he? You wouldn't have heard the end of it. The last.
So
one.
Reese, if you let us know what size hoodie you want, we'll get that sorted out.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments or reach out to Jamie on Instagram, Reefnteeth.
Yeah, cool.
So yes,
Yeah, come
please.
on, how much are they?
I don't have a clue. I've never bought one, so I don't have a clue. I bought them for other people, actually, so that's a total lie. I have actually bought them. I think they were 45, something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, please hit like and subscribe, or Jamie will break into your house tonight and stroke your face with his helmet. Nice.
£45 worth of helmet as well.
So going back to changing this monster of a tank behind you to a reef tank. So we've talked about rock. We've talked about the fact that you're not going to be using sand. Fuck you, Tom. Yes. So lighting, we've talked about that. What about flow? And what are you going to put in it?
See, the flow's like the tricky one. So I would love to go MP60s, MP40s, but it's a lot of dough, isn't it? It's a lot of dough. I've currently got on the tank. I've got a max spec gyro, which I've put on for the tigerfish, which I'll obviously retain and use that. Probably build it up gradually. It's not going to happen overnight. I'd love to stick to Ecotech stuff, just because I've got the app and the app's easy and I love it and they're bulletproof and they're good, but they are a lot of money.
No, listen, I had this exact conversation this week with somebody and I said, look, I absolutely adore my Vortex, right? I really like them. It's other than a couple of gyres for that laminar flow. It's the only flow pumps I actually own. I love them, but the money is
incredible. Yeah.
And I think that's got a lot to do with why a lot of them are bought these days secondhand as well.
But just to back that up, the service I have had personally via Exodus on all aftermarket stuff and things, it's been absolutely phenomenal. They have looked after me so well.
Steve, don't bang your head on Ron's desk, will you?
But I have to agree. Like, I'm not just cards on the table. I'm not affiliated. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated. I'm nothing at all with anyone.
Me neither. Fuck all that.
I'm just a hobbyist consumer. And I've spent the money and bought MP40s for my tank over here. And I've got Radions. I've got 2 XR30s and I've got 4 XR15s. And I had a problem with one of the XR30s. It's an £800 light, right? 800 and whatever it is light. And I had a problem with one after about sort of 6-7 months with the power cable. It kept on flickering. And went back to, I bought it from AAC, took it back to AAC, quick phone call to Steve Exodus, and it was literally a no quibble, give him a new one and take it back. So since that, I've been like, you get what you pay for. Like, I'm happy to put my money in there if that's the sort of service you get. That being said, it's still a lot of dough. So I'm kind of like, flow wise, I've got also, as well as all the MP40s, MP10s I've got 3 Reef Wave Red Sea gyros, which are really, really good. I really, really like them. So I'll probably go for the same mix again. Gyros and the power heads. It's kind of my go-to. And you kind of, once you've bought into a brand, you're kind of stuck with the app, aren't you? If you want to link them all up, you have to get the same thing again.
Not necessarily. I think to an extent, but I think it gets to a point where I suppose what you're trying to achieve with your tank outweighs the OCD-ness, which I know we all have, me at times, me included. Like, there is no way with my tank I could have afforded to have put a number of MP60s and 40s on. It would have cost me a fortune. Just wouldn't have been able to do it.
This was the downside of having Rob over to give me advice.
Just like a bit. You needed a biz.
Just
a Jaffa cannon. A cannon. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I'll just sell the car and just get a cannon. Right, nice. He was flows. An 8 foot is quite it's a big body of water, and it's a long body of water. Needs a lot of kick to push from one end to the other.
You thought about drilling the base?
I'm not going to do
close
any
loop.
No. This is one of the other things I had to think about. So that tank behind me, it's 9 years old. It's a 9-year-old tank. It's double based and it's braced at the top, and I don't think it's got any structural issues. But part of me was like, it's a 9-year-old tank. That's the cheapest part of the whole setup. After the steel frame and all that sort of stuff, the cheapest part of it is the actual glass box. It's not the expensive bit. Do I buy another glass box and then at that point go 3 inches short or whatever it is just to give that access? But as we sort of went back and forth with it, it was like, it's another grand you haven't got to spend, isn't it? If you just keep what you've got. So I'm happy to keep what I've got and work around it. But yeah, to be honest with you, you've annoyed me a little bit because I've covered all my lighting, I've covered all my sort of filtration, and then you go, what about your flow? I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I didn't think about
that. But if you think about it, you're not going to have an 8-foot tank full of fully grown SPS colonies from day one. Therefore, you don't need all that flow.
This is it. It's going to be a gradual thing. Like, every couple of months, it's going to be adding another one on or doing that, and that's the whole point of it. I'm going to rock it with dry rock, so it's going to have months and months and months of just going through its ugly phases. And it also probably helps me the fact that I won't put the lights on it straight away, because I think Tom did the same. Why would you run your tank through the ugly phase with full spectrum lighting? You'd wait until you put your lights on, right? You'd let it burn itself through, get the nutrient cycle out of the way, and bring them on later on. So it's going to be a build. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm probably going to have a little bit of money to throw it at the start to get it off the ground. But after that, it's going to be literally every month I'm going to have to get something else.
I think, as daft as it sounds, I think it does need to be a little bit challenging to test you a little bit and also to make it more enjoyable. I'm not saying like to the point where you're sat in a corner rocking, but I think it does need to test you. I think sometimes to have something like that, it is a bit of an adventure in itself. And I think it'll do you a lot of good, a lot of experience, things like you're saying flow that you probably wouldn't have thought about on a smaller system.
The beauty of having the fish room is that I'm not in a rush to get it looking good. I've got my tanks to play around with now. I've got my setup. So I'm still nursing this through phase at the moment. It keeps me engaged. Whereas it's not in my living room. It's not got to look good for next week. It's just there. It's gonna come good, right? So I'm not in a rush. So that's kind of what spurred me into doing it, is the fact that I can take my time with it. I'm not, it's going to be a cash cow, of course it is. But
So just briefly before we continue, a lot of people have actually been asking me, and I keep forgetting, that is where you can buy Reefy AF and Eden Corals merch. It's just a website. I set up. They do all the work. I don't ever see the garments. You just order it. It comes to you. And then at the end of every 2 months, I think it is, what profit is left, which is not a lot, but what profit is left from every sale, I then send via bank transfer to the Great Barrier Reef Foundation. So any merch, buy a mug, you're helping. It's not a lot of money, but it does help. I mean, I think next week the Garden Centre, because all of our collection cups at the Garden Centre are for the Great Barrier Reef Foundation, and I think next week we are sending them £600, which is incredible.
Awesome. Yeah,
absolutely incredible. So yeah, buy all that merch. There's plenty of different designs on it as well as some rude ones. So please be careful. If you click on some, you have to check what's on the back because some of them have rude words on them.
Yes, Matthew, it's on the list of things to do. Yes.
It's not as easy as some people think.
Thank you. It isn't because
then what? 2 fucking days on it, and then you got slammed because the YouTube logo was on it.
Yeah, copyright. Yeah, and I appealed it 3 times, and each time we got no. So rather than just put it into context. So you do your designs, you upload them, you go through a huge catalogue of various garments that you want it printing on or embroidered, whatever you choose. You select the colours of that garment based on the logo. So you don't want a black logo on a black garment because you're not going to see it. So you have to piss around doing all that. And then they came back to me after, like you say, probably 2 or 3 days doing it and said, no, you can't have that. So rather than telling me they can't have that, they just removed the design altogether. So I had to start again.
Tom had to do all of this.
Twice.
And then all the different designs. And they said, oh, by the way, you can't advertise YouTube. I mean, what is wrong with you advertising YouTube?
Exactly. That was my argument.
Is that not a good thing?
I don't know if the general population knows as well, but there's a lot of us that are floating around with like these Reefers Network T-shirts, hoodies, all the rest of it, all been given by Tom. Tom gave this to me for nothing. Tom's paid for all of these, so there's been a lot of work involved to get this off the ground. So I think you should be able to put a merch store up and let people buy into it now, Tom.
I hear you and I thank you. And it wasn't for any money-making exercise. It was literally because people wanted to get involved, as you know, and I'd reached the end of my budget in terms of sinking a few £1,000s into this to get it off the ground. And yeah, it's got to a point where people wanted stuff and I just physically couldn't afford to... Well, it wasn't just necessarily the money. It was the organising of getting it printed and you have to get sizes and colours and then you've got to stock it and you then in theory become a shop. So like Ron uses this middleman, it's a dropship kind of service, so you order it, has no involvement other than uploading the designs and it comes straight to you and any profit goes to the GBR, which is great. So yeah, but no, thanks for that shout out, I appreciate it. We are going to do the merch, it is on a list. Fuck you YouTube, don't delete this stream.
Fuck you YouTube while he's on it.
Yeah, well, I just want to jump into the comments very briefly. I know we're going to play another game before we wrap up that we're going to play because I've spent all night last night doing it. Mark, thanks for joining us. Mark, the man from Seawave, who's the guy who I was looking at some of his... I'm not going to share your personal details, sorry. Yeah, Mark from Seawave. Lovely to meet you at Love to Reef. Really nice, down-to-earth guy. And when I can afford it, I am going to be putting a couple of his products on my display tech downstairs to do with flow. So something you might want to look at, Jamie, as well as, obviously, I know you're saying Ecotech, and I'm not saying don't, but did you look at his stall? Sorry, at Love to Reef? Yeah.
I love the fact that it's an oscillating sort of pump controller, right? So you can always retrofit your own power heads to it. I love the fact that it's quite what's the word? Versatile.
Yeah.
And that sort of, I've seen them before. Like, you know, like one of the best tanks on Instagram, Mara's Reefers, is running these things, right? So it's tried and tested. And yeah, I think that's the way to go. Like oscillating flow, random flow, and like smashing things up is the best flow.
Do you know what's nice to see as well, though, is that I mean I think iReef, Andy iReef recently has been pushing that he's been they've started stocking this. I can remember when he was and correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. You were at Aqua last year, and it was one of those. I think there was quite a lot of uncertainty about the event in general because it was a kind of a first thing or first time big event. A lot of people were sceptical. Obviously, you were meant to have reptiles and tropical and whatever else there at the same time. But from the reefing side of things, I think a lot of people were a bit sort of. I suppose I don't know. They're a little bit sort of on the back foot a little bit with certain things. And Mark was there and he was pushing that, and it was something. It was a product that did come into conversation quite often. So the point I'm trying to make here is that it's nice to see it on the shelf now in an LFS as a result of his hard work, which I'm sure, he's put a lot of effort into it. So it's nice to see that somebody has self-engineered something that can improve the hobby, that isn't just, one design fits all for different size tanks and power heads, like you say. And it's getting stocked in shops, so big shout out to him. And I think he's a cracking guy. I saw his stuff. I'm going to brag, but I did see stuff at Chris's at ACI because Chris was running them, Chris Meckley, and they were brilliant. So yeah, big shout out, mate.
The R&D alone in a product like that is just bonkers.
Of course, you know what gets me with it, right? So we're all hobbyists and we're all passionate about what we do. And I've laid in bed of an evening and come up with ideas, thinking, "Oh, it wouldn't be good to do that." Whereas this guy, as Paul said on last night's stream, he's like a guy like us who's got a normal job, like a 9 to 5, and just done it in his spare time and come up with it, and like just launched it into the reef market. And now we're all talking about it. It's like, isn't that the fucking dream for all of us? Like,
but it's a quality product. I've seen some in the past, and I'm not going to go over names, and they've been a bit shoddy. But that is a quality product. It really is. I mean, I've seen it in literally in action in an 8-bit sort of 4-foot raceway. Brilliant. Anyway, so yeah, big shout out, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're good. Are we going to have another quick game before we wrap up?
You go for it, Tom. Go for it.
There's no photos involved, is there?
No.
Okay,
let's have a look.
You got Monk on, Jamie?
Oh dear. We need a prize.
Oh fuck.
We've not thought about prizes. Me and Ron were just like, should we do a game? Yeah, we need to do this. Should we do that? No, we need to do this. Should we do that?
People can enjoy a game without a prize. I mean, I've got another plaster.
Is that a bum plaster?
He's on to arse here now, yeah.
Oh, anyway. Right, anyway, we're going to play some Reefing Dingbats. I love that pose. It's brilliant. Right, let me make sure I don't do a Ron and show you the answers.
Fuck it all up.
Right, so I can do the banners. Who of you is going to do the audience then? The correct answer.
Well, Ocean Seaway was just giving you a free prize, by the way. Have a look at that. That's amazing.
Oh,
thanks, you guys. A free Neep Sea Wave. That's your. There we go.
How cool is that?
What an offer! Can we get that up on screen, Ron, if you don't mind?
yes. Hold on.
Mark, you didn't have to, mate, but yeah, thank you ever so much. And yeah, we are genuinely. There's no affiliation, just in case somebody's thinking it. We are genuinely chuffed that you. It's going well, mate. It's nice to see it in the shops, and I hope more shops start stocking it soon because it's a brilliant product. It really
That's
is.
amazing. He's doing a giveaway.
Yeah, that's really, really good of you, man.
I need to try and find it now.
Mark, if you're in the giving mood, mate, I'm about to go.
I was going to say my tank's 9.2 foot, mate.
I don't even know what's a neep.
That's
a turnip in Scotland, just in case anyone's wondering.
1990. The gloves are off then. People want this price now.
I must admit, I do feel bad for Melinda because every time we do something or something's done, it's never Australia, is it?
Do you ship to the US? Oh dear.
I can't find what is this product?
Mark, tell us what it is if we need to. If we've looking for it.
I'm on your website. I'm on the shop, but I don't see anything with what you've said. Oh, Neep 1090. What did he say?
19/90.
I've got a 1090.
Ron, I've WhatsApped you a link.
Oh, that's handy. If I open WhatsApp, my camera turns to shit. Get ready.
The Neep is the new small sea wave. It oscillates 90 degrees.
There goes my camera.
Yeah, look like you're on Crime Watch now, Ron.
Yeah.
It's shoplifting in a local spa.
12 bottles of Buckfast have gone missing.
Oh my God, people have actually been messaging me. Crop the photos.
Have they?
Yeah. I didn't have WhatsApp open. Oops. Was it Steve that said he WhatsApped me?
A link, yes.
I don't know.
Amazing
Steve.
Okay.
No, you didn't, Steve. I have nothing.
Oh, it's the 1090.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool prize, right?
Oh, here he is in the house, Mr. Parker. Evening, Sam, or morning, should I say? Hope you're good.
I tried to invite him on Salty Banter for tomorrow night, and he completely fucking ignored me.
Oh, did he ghost you?
He did.
Anything you want to say about that, Sam, while you're live on air?
Right, so here's the Neep 1090. Small and compact, but packs a punch. 10,000 litres wave maker suitability and up to 90 degrees rotation, promoting coral feeding and growth.
An £130 donation is amazing,
Isn't it?
Yes. So I'll have to do.
It's almost as good as a £45 hoodie, actually.
Yes. Yes. I will sort him a t-shirt out at least. So you'll have to message me your size. I've got a few left in the office. Mark, send me your size. I'll post one out to you. Thanks,
Sam. You're a legend. I'm only joking. Well, I mean, I'm not joking. You did go with me, but you know.
Hang on. I've got the fuck you list. He's on there. I think Keith.
Cool.
Okay.
He's migrated columns.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Well, we've moved on a little bit here. Let's get these on screen. The problem is here. The minute I throw this on screen, people are going to start throwing answers out. So, who out of the two of you is going to? You're going to keep an eye on the comments.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You're going to do comments and scores then, Ron. You all right with that?
Yep.
Okay. Jamie, you can just sit there and look pissed. Okay.
Yeah, I won't play.
Right. Look at this. Clownfish, black tank. No. Do you know how the dingbats work, Jamie? Have you watched these before?
I have done, yes. Yeah.
You have done, yes. Okay.
Oh my God, you've done 20. Fuck me.
Yeah. I said I'll go back to the drawing board then. I was sat last night watching. What were we watching? We were watching. Not that it matters.
Debbie Does Dallas?
No, we were watching Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse when they go fishing. Just sat there, having tea, just chilling. I find them two so funny. And then I was like, right, up the apples and pears. That's there.
Up the apples.
Remember Drippy's
another game, yeah.
Salem's cock or bollocks. And I spent an hour and a half doing these. Anyway, more importantly, so here we go. There are 20. Some of them are very easy. There are a few difficult ones, and as Ron has explained in the previous game, it is the first answer that we see in the comment section that gets the point. Okay, here we go. Music.
Music. Oh, Rama.
Oh,
well done. Well done, Powerhead. Good lad.
Okay.
Yeah, Ram straight in there.
Right, can we carry on with the music, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Second one.
Oh, good one.
Some people are still writing Powerhead. My God. Oh, it is Matt is the first one on that one. Well done, Matt.
Well done.
I'll tell you something. So many answers come in at one go. The screen just jumps.
Oh, did it? Right, okay. I'm not looking at the comments. All I can see is 28 comments since I pressed the last button. So I'm just focusing on.
What's an arsehole fish? What's an arsehole fish?
Yes.
Damsel?
It would have been more interesting if I'd have used a picture of an arsehole and a fish. Maybe.
I'd have got it straight away.
Chocolate starfish?
Anyway, next one. Music, please, Maestro.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, good, yeah.
Dan's blaming autocorrect.
We got a winner.
Some of these are very, very funny. I just can't. Sorry. So
Let me have a look.
Liam is the first to get the right answer because Harry wrote permanent babberfly.
No, you can't have that one.
No.
Brilliant.
Yes. Well done.
Well done,
The
Liam.
old fruit. It was pyramid butterfly. Correct. Yes. Well done. Okay. Next one.
Oh my goodness.
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
My guess would be ginger face.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
There
So
you go.
the first correct answer. Oh my God, they're going up the screen so fast. Rama. It is Rama. Rama's on 2.
Nice.
Ryan's Reef go face. Oh, people are
Okay.
just smashing that keyboard.
Yes. For those of you that have just tuned in just to win the prize and I haven't watched any of the live stream before, can you please just give us a like? Would be appreciated.
Oh, and that is the link to from Steve.
Right, next one. Music, please.
Yes, Tony, ECR does got lag. Bristol
Nice.
Reaper, smelly shit. There we go. Matty Boy gets in again. So that is Rama and Matt joined on 2.
Okay. Cool. This one's a little bit tougher, so you'll have to just think outside the box a little
This is
bit.
the one I found very funny.
Did you like this one?
I did. Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh, dear. Don't worry, Melinda, you can't fucking win it anyway. Oh, Harry. Oh, hold on. The screen jumped. It's Anthony. Anthony, well done.
Well done, Anthony. So,
Didn't
yes,
get that one. That's clever, that one.
Montipura.
Oh, I love it.
The craziest thing is that you find something, you look at a reefing related object, you're like, how can I say that in pictures instead of words? Anyway.
It's very good.
Thank you. Right, next one.
Let's go.
We've talked about this tonight.
We have.
Yes.
And it's not plasters covered in pubes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Rama's in.
Rama's got it. Rama's now on 3. He's breaking a lead.
Go on, Rama. Well done, mate. Next one coming up.
I can't work out how you've done this, but let's go.
Oh dear.
I'm going to have to look at the comments now because this will entertain me.
Oh, very good.
It is
Very
after 8
good.
o'clock, or 9 o'clock, whatever the watershed is.
Yeah.
God bless the cold bed.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not putting that in the screen.
I can't. I'll have to ignore that, Bristol Reefer.
Come on, write the full name, guys. Come on.
Oh,
So, Parker's Reef, Sammy Boy, has actually got it, but we can't post to you. So next, who said it correct, is Ryan's Reef. Well done, Ryan.
Ah, right, okay.
So Ryan is on 1 now. So just a quick score. Rama's on 3, Matt's on 2, Liam, Anthony, and Ryan are all on 1.
sorry, this is thirsty working. It's Friday night. I'm just pouring myself a little wee drink. Excuse me.
Yeah, so if you wrote the words coral care, yeah, you're correct. But the actual dingbat, you have to use the Phillips. I mean, look at them.
We got plural Phillips.
Yeah, and there's a couple of comments there that could not go on.
I did think twice about doing it, but I thought it was better.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I joined this channel because I thought there'd be some filth, so it's good.
Okay. Glad you approve. Hope everybody's enjoying at home. Okay, next one. Music.
Let's go. Very good.
I love that. That's really good. That is really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
Sam, I will give you a token point. I'll even write your name down, although you can't win. Here we go. Okay.
We've got
So,
a correct answer in the house, have we?
Yes, we do. It is Harry.
Ah. Well done.
There we go. Sam, I have given you a little token point on the side there. Just to make
Thanks
you feel
for
better.
participating, Sam. It
I
means
might
everything.
organise you a little pube plaster if you're a good boy. Imagine that getting seized at customs in Australia. Mr. Parker, we have a suspicious package for you. It's a wad of Scottish pubic hair.
Yeah, in a tartan bag.
It's been marked as gift. Is that correct? You didn't pay for it, sir? We find that hard to believe.
You should have done that in a Willstone Reefer voice.
Oh, yeah. Too many
Oh, dear.
crab, James says.
Yes. Okay. Ready for the next one?
Right, give me a second. Give me a second. I need to read what it is. Okay, cool. Got you. Let's go.
Easy one.
It's so easy when you think about it, isn't it? John Wright says he's streaming from the moon. Harry gets another one.
Ooh.
Well done, Harry.
Well done, Harry. Well done, mate.
Do you remember like the first 5 games we did, the first 5 streams? Basically, Ryan's Reef was first.
Yes.
Every answer,
Yes.
every.
Well,
It's
that's
like
why
he
we
was in
stopped
your-
doing games, isn't it? For like a month, we thought
Yeah,
we just
just
can't have
get
him win every one.
It's like he was in your living room, Tom. Have you checked? Anyway, well done, Harry.
Yeah, well done, Harry. You all right there, Jamie? Have you decided to swap the tank over live?
I was just doing a little bit of feeding while I was
Okay.
on the game.
Okay.
He's got to squeeze 3 kilos in, doesn't he?
Yes. Right then,
That's good.
next one,
Good.
Donald.
Very good. Oh, Ryan is in Malaysia. Is he ever at home? What does he do for a living, by the way?
Very lovely lifestyle.
He does.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, I can't. Can I? No,
Who are
I
you
can't
giving?
give it-
Who are you giving
I
it to here?
can't give it to Harry. I'm going to have to give it to Kevin.
Kevin
Red
Hazel.
Sea Blue Bucket. There we go.
Yeah, blue was crucial in that.
Yes. Red Sea Bucket could be Coral Pro, Harry. Come on.
Thank you very much, Ron. It's the little details that make all the difference.
It's the game. It's the game.
That's it. Okay, get with it. Right, next one.
Oh, Christ. What is this going to be? Right, let's...
I don't even know which the next one is. Let me look at the banners. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Very good.
Oh, very good.
Very good.
Well, I did this one afterwards so that people could obviously at least have a chance.
We have a chance, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, well done, Mr. East Coast Reefer. Well
One of
done.
my favourite corals, to be fair. Underrated.
I think it's nice.
It's beautiful.
What about the bubblegum? Did you like the bubblegum one?
Yeah, it's not so much a branching.
Not so much.
type.
It's exactly the same. It's just got bluey purple tips instead of green.
I
Still a
thought bubblegum
digitata.
I thought bubblegum was a paloensis, the sort of encrusting type.
No, not your Supermans and you.
Aye.
It's a digitata. It's just literally got bluey purple on the tips rather than green or in yellowy green.
Okay.
Anyway, there you go. Moving on. Next one, Ronald.
Every day's a school day. Here we go. I think I'm enjoying these more than everybody else. Beautiful fish. I remember the first time I saw one and then looked at the price and just about fell over.
Yeah, not the one in the middle of the screen.
Ah, yes. Got ya.
Harry gets 3. So we now have 2 people on 3, and it is Rama and Harry.
Oh.
With 2, we have Matt, and then all the other people on, including you, Sam, including you. You still have your little one.
Last delivery as well, apparently.
Oh, have you been told?
No, but the face said it all.
Oh dear. Love it. Love it. Okay.
Okay.
Next one is
Oh, it's like morning TV just all over the Reefers network.
Love it.
I had a friend that
Anyway,
met
where did she go?
Antics.
Does she still exist?
No, it's not Muff Diver. Come on, Gaza, get the first bit. Come on.
come on.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a reefing term. Boom. Matt got it. Well done, Matt.
See what I did there?
Yes. I'm still impressed with Muff Diver.
Yes.
I had a friend I was at school with that used to fancy her. I just didn't see it.
No.
Totally.
What about Eureka Johnson used to be up there as well when she was on Gladiators, if you remember, with John Fashanu.
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
When
Eureka,
Absolutely.
Good old shooting stars.
Haven't seen that, have they? The younger viewers have missed out on that.
Vavu. Iranu.
There was one time I did consider getting my drum kit out and dressing as a baby and doing the scores as George Stores, but I just
He's baby.
I just can't.
Oh dear. Right, what we got left? What we on? So 5 left. What? So sorry, where are we with the scores?
So Rama, Matt, and Harry are now all in the lead with 3.
Ooh,
It's fierce. It's fierce.
it is fierce.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Now, if you want a plaster with some of her pubes, you'll need a gigantic fucking plaster. Oh my god! Right, so Harry has a very, very good internet connection, so he is on 4 now. Well done, Harry.
Well done, mate.
Harry might be
Well done.
getting that thing.
Right then,
The neep.
last few.
Yes. Are we ready? Let's go. Is this going to be rude? Yeah, I fucking knew it was. I knew it.
It's an easy one for you.
I'm glad you didn't use a horrible bum.
I enjoyed.
Oh, God.
It's not a bad ask, is it?
Hoover Ras. Vacuum clutch. Suck the scrabble.
I preferred the wrong answers. The wrong answers.
This is unbelievable. Right. Although there's an E missing, I am.
Yeah.
No. Right, hold on. No, actually, the first on my screen was Liam for Cleaner Ras. There we go. So Liam is now on 2.
The wrong answers are better.
Yes.
Aren't they
yes.
amazing?
Yes. I think everybody knew what I was trying to do. Anyway, thank you very much.
I think we did all know what you were trying to do.
Yes. Funnily enough, it took me longer to do this one than any others. Wonder why.
Are we ready?
Moving on.
Yes. Nice. You need to be a 90s child for this, though.
You do. Because who are you going to call otherwise?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give us the full name, people. Come on. Full name.
What comments have you been?
You're missing a word. There we go. Reef.
Reese got it.
Who are you giving it to?
Reese.
Reese was the first on my list.
Yeah. There you go.
Okie doke. So, yeah, Harry, still in the lead.
So
And
there
we only
are
have 3 to go.
3 to go. Yes.
There's still all to play for, people. Are we ready?
I need the music, please.
Oh, do you want to sing, Tom?
No, I fucking don't. I'm not doing.
Tom, let's go party.
Oh,
Do you know when I was doing it? I was just laughing to myself.
Oh, yes, someone's got it.
Yeah, there we go. Have you noticed that Jamie's quite sensible and he keeps trying to bring it back to like an actual stream?
It'll soon wear off.
Part of my brief was to bring the Friday night back into a bit of a reefing chat rather than just a little boys' club piss up. I'm doing both.
No, I
Which did you come to? The reefing chat or the piss up? Which one?
We all agreed. Off the rails entirely. Okay, yeah. So Matt got that, which means it is now a tie break between Matt and Harry.
Where's Lee Tarquin Hammond when you want him, eh?
I know.
Does anyone want him?
Where is he tonight?
Oh dear.
I thought Tarquin was genuinely his middle name, but it turns out it was just a nickname he got given because when he broke his pinky as a kid, he would stick it out when he was like drinking and eating and stuff, so everyone thought it was really posh.
I hope that's true.
So, sorry to keep doing this. Can we have one last recap on scores then, with the last final 2 to play?
Yes. So Matt and Harry are joint on 4, Rama's on 3, Liam is on 2, and everyone else can suck dick because they can't win.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Next one.
You to be fish these up.
Oh, no. Oh, yep.
Milo
Got it. Well done.
Nice.
So, what do we do here? We've got a tie break, right? So, I think what I recommend we do is the first out of Harry or Matt, because nobody else can actually win now because they're out in the lead.
Okay.
The first one of them,
yeah, I think that's fair.
that gets it right, is the winner. Are you ready, Matt and Harry?
Yeah. Oh, you're ready, Matt and Harry?
The final one. Let's go. Rama's now kicking off that he can still get level. We need a winner, Rama. We need a winner.
If Rama gets this, he's in for a shout, though.
Oh, if he gets it first, yes. Ooh. Nope. Reef Builders Summit.
What's Bruce Cobbler got to do with this?
Oh, Matt gets it.
No, he
Matt
hates-
gets
wow. Yeah, good.
That was a tricky last one, to be fair.
I was
I'm
thinking.
glad I saved one of the hardest ones to the end for the tie break because I didn't know it was going to be a tie break.
Bruce Cobbler, what's he got to do with it? Nothing to do with that, was it?
Yes, you got a picture of a reef, a factory, K, special K, H from Steps, and Bruce Cobbler was a famous keeper. So yes,
He also liked to gobble.
Did he had a great tash as well? Look at it,
Yeah, it was tickly.
made out of Ron's arse hair. That one.
yes.
Where have you been last night?
Congratulations, Matt. No, a few comments in there. Well done, guys. Yes, congratulations. Well done.
Great prize as well.
We're over, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Have you got? Yeah. Oh dear. Don't know what's been going on at home there. I wondered where Roxanne had been.
So
quite quiet.
congratulations to Matt on winning that amazing little piece of kit, the 1090, which was amazingly donated
Yes.
as a prize.
Definitely.
And thank you to Jamie as well for offering up a Reef AF hoodie.
Yeah.
The money going to a great cause. Absolutely brilliant.
Definitely.
Absolutely brilliant. So we are well over
Yes.
our normal time. So just in case anyone missed it, that's where you can buy the Reef AF merch. All proceeds go to the Great Barrier Reef Foundation. Tom, do you have a stream on Sunday?
Yes. Myself, Drippy, Rodders, and Jaffa the Gaffer, Paul Hughes from ASE are having a catch up on Sunday.
Paul
Should be
from
good.
AC's on. Awesome. That
He's
will
popping
be
his,
good.
he's popping his cherry on the network. There is no like always. There is no topic. It's literally going to be what the viewers want, what we decide. Old reefing and new, the ups and downs of reefing. Maybe throw a few games at him, put him on the spot, kick him a little bit. Drippy, of course, obviously. But no, it should be good. That's Sunday. This Sunday
That'll
at
be
10
amazing.
o'clock.
I love
Yes.
Paul.
So
Love
tune
Paul.
in. Should be
Please put him on the spot. He's my actual gaffer, and I'd love you to see him. I'd love you to just put him on the spot and make him really uncomfortable. Really push his boundaries. It'd be great. Can't wait.
You'd need to have him on a Friday night for that, I think, to really push the boundaries.
Yes. Matt, message me your email address and I will get our guy Mark from Ocean Sea Waves to get in touch with you. Either. I'll put you both together. Send me your email address direct on. You got me WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever. We'll get you both together and get that prize shipped to you soon. But well done, mate. Congratulations.
Amazing. And who won the hoodie?
Was it Harry? No, Matt. Was it? No, Reefy Reese. It was Reese. Reefy Reese won the hoodie because we said we need his size. So
how
get in
did
touch
you get in touch with Jamie?
On Instagram, Reefnteeth. That's Reefnteeth.
Reefy Reese, message me with your size, and I'll order mine and yours at the same time.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Jamie. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody.
Tom told me all of this stuff about you. It's clearly not true, but and
It seems my wife has told you as well, so you know.
And some of those photos, fuck me.
I know.
Anyway, so we've got a Salty Banter live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Tune in if you can, folks. If not, fuck off and die. And
the usual.
My wife sent me that. I said to her, "You're a dick," and she was like, "Just sent me a GIF and it says, I have no idea what you're talking about."
if you check our phone history, it's all going to be there.
Just I'd be more worried about the strap on, apparently. Anyway, moving on.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
your weekends, everybody. Jamie, thanks for coming on and supporting, as always. Take care, everybody. Have a nice weekend. See you
Thank
Sunday.
you for joining, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
See you soon,
My
guys.
name is not Michael Caine. Not many people know that. My name is Paul AAC. Join me along with Drippy, my biggest fan, The Onion and Rodders this Sunday on the Reefers Network, 10 a.m. We're going to discuss everything salty and lots more.